Yo, yo, what is going on, guys? The weekend is over for me. I know some of you may still be having the rest of your Sunday, but how has the weekend been for everyone? Hopefully it's been okay. I went and see the new Fantastic Four movie today. It was an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, worth a watch if you're into the Marvel. But we're going to finish the season on a high. We're going to be doing some healing. We're going to be talking about the new gem, I think, as well later on in the stream. I've been looking at it again today. See what I actually think it's going to be like. But we're going to get straight into it. Rank 7. Anyone know what actually happens here? Like, these guys are obviously not Druids anymore. So technically, like, am I rank 2? How does that all work? Anyone figured it out before? What rewards should I be getting? So it'd be nice to get rank 2 rewards, right? Like AE. I wouldn't be complaining, that's for sure. Okay, let's do this. See how many wins we can get in a row. See actually if we're going to get anyone in these BGs that we know. Nora and Spirus was in quite a few the other day. Hopefully we can get a good number of wins. Really looking forward to the start of the new season, though. Yo, how's it going? How's your weekend been, guys? I must say my weekend seems to have gone like so fast this weekend. Oh yeah, the fishes had babies. Are they actually all hatched now, have they? That's pretty cool. That's me dead. Wow, I thought I was a goner. We got any actual team members alive? I think all the team members are down. Daddy is keeping them safe in the cave. That's cool. This guy. Wow. That was sneaky. The video's done quite well that I put up for the build. The thing is with Druid videos at the moment, I think it's because everyone like was Druid and then everyone was like Druid lol. They just don't get as watched as much, but I think they will have their time to shine. I don't think we're going to win this one. I've still got a few to do. I've still got to do some Verge as well after PvP. But that's when we can really start talking about this new gem once we get more people in. So I think we really have to be honest about this gem, right? Yeah, we're gonna hold off for talking about the gem. And yeah, we'll discuss it. We'll get a few more people in. When we're doing all the PvE stuff, we'll talk about gems. We can focus more on about the chat then. That wall does not stop me, Necromancer. And this is a loss for sure. We've got one less DC'd. Picking on poor Necros. I know. My main class, and I'm just like, so. And this is a rough BG, the first Battleground. But hopefully they're not all like this tonight. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought we'd give it a go tonight, because it really kind of puts us to the test, right? I can't wait for the new season, though, with this build. We should be unstoppable with the healer build for the start of the season. I just want to get out of this match as quick as I can. This match is absolutely hideous. You got your pocket druid. Yep. The new season's gonna be, it's gonna be a good start to a season. Me did. This is a rough start for an evening of PvP. Can't even get to push at all. How balanced is it? Balanced. That is so balanced. long as I get the medal for the longest on the idol, I don't care. I think I got it. Nice. You're allergic to the idol. I think there's a lot of people that is. You'd have thought after 3 years of the game being out, people would realize, like, the idol is your friend. There's certain classes and certain builds, I understand that they have to kind of, you know, play along the back line and not be a pusher on the idol, but some classes are just idol pushers and still they don't go for the idol. It's just hilarious. Joey, how's it going? Satyrs make circles of sadness on idols. They do. At least they're doing their job, right? Oh, we got Lieber in here. What else we got? Hope for a win. We need to get a win under our belts to get the to get it rolling, right? Yeah, I know that feeling. 100% know that feeling. Where's my teammates gonna go? Buff, it feels like that. Are we still here? We're still here. Thought we was losing the stream for a second then. You put a YouTuber debuff on me by saying the YouTuber debuff. Just gotta keep an eye on my encoder. Apparently my encoder went absolutely haywire, and that's why we got a lag on the actual computer. That was, which is unusual. You've actually been doing good with the Golem case build. Nice. It's a good build. It works extremely well. So I'm just keeping an eye on the stream. The stream was going a bit haywire. Yeah, the tank. Tank is really good. Hopefully the stream looks good now. Any issues on the actual stream, guys? Quality all right? It's all good now. For some reason the encoder on OBS just went like mad. I don't know why. I think it did that the other night as well, as at the end of the stream. I had no issues when I recorded yesterday with the same settings, so just gotta keep an eye on it. Don't know why it would suddenly do it. OBS just being OBS. Rip. Which really put me off a stride on this battleground. Considering it frozen for a second for me as well. Can we pull it back? No. Hopefully we'll be all good. Who we got? Still got time to finish that. That's all good. This I didn't really even get a chance to participate in. Wish they'd put them on at better times. Events like that. Or just have them on 24/7. Like a competitive event like that, they should have done it 24/7 in my opinion. And they're not even trying to push. Going from one extreme to another on the BGs. Well, here they come. Not, maybe not. Man, the defending is so good on my team. Alex, how's it going, man? You went back, didn't you? Yeah. How's the move been? What made you move back then? Had enough of pools, or? I see you'd moved back, so. I knew you was going to come out and say that, Nora. Charvel is the place to be, right? It's where everything goes down in Charvel. What happens in Charvel stays in Charvel. You just missed the old Elders members? Ah, so you just thought you'd go back for a bit, or you going to stay there now and never return, or what's your plans? Or just see how things go? We have a win. We have a win. Look at that. This is a good battle. It's probably one of the better battles I've had for a long time. You're gonna stay. You don't plan on moving back now. That's better. Never say never, right? I think if I was ever going to move around ever again, I think I would end up going back. Just flitter in between, the two maybe in the future, but we'll see. You never know what the future holds. See what the next 6 months hold. Oh, I know. If I was to say I'm coming back, it would be, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Suddenly coming back to the server. Left the server a starting out creator, come back to the server as something else. Hey dude, it is nice to see you, mate. How are things? We can hug trees together in Charvel. What what happens in Charvel stays in Charvel. I haven't been to Shavel for ages. I stopped going to Shavel when I became Druid. I used to have long, deep forts in Shavel on a daily basis. It was the place to be. The hype was all around. Whoa. Let's get in there. We get it? Yep. Get in, then get out. Come on, team. Come on, team. Come on, team. Nice. Need a regen. Good, and welcome in, man. How's your weekend been, bud? I come in chat and tree hugging going off. You know, chats can go wild with some tree hugging every now and again, man. As long as when you go to Shavel, right, you don't have to give over photo ID or scan your face. You know, that online safety act, hey? That we shall not even speak about. Have a heal. Rip. I started on for instruction, joined. I knew that would get some laughs. Joined the elders, grew there and stayed with them with the move to pools, become immortal once and then the merger. Yeah, you can. That's a good thing. Like you flit around servers, you know. I think it's quite good being able to move servers, meeting new people. I think I most will end up going back at some point, probably. Get out of there. Come on. Oh, what is my team doing? Keep trying to push. Just looked over to my actual YouTube chat and see that we had the Entropy logo in though when we had someone join a second ago. I did notice that as I quickly glanced. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only just see the Discord message. You was in the shower. Yeah. Come on. You actually managed to get a decent one, have you there, Puddin? Very nice. I should really look at getting some others familiars, but never do. This is our chance to push. I healed her. That was a big heal. Got a kill. Ah, rip. They're definitely a stronger team. But we've still got a minute and a half. We could We could get a cheeky push in here. Oh, nice. Ah. Couldn't heal enough. Oh well, did my job. The stream must not be working again. Yeah, it definitely was an unfair battle. But it is the last day of the season, right? So everyone's going to be trying to push. So I knew the battles would be a bit more difficult tonight. What is the deal with these then? So as they've changed class, so as long as they don't participate in the 20, they will still be rank 1 on here, I take it. And still get the rewards for rank 1 on there. Kind of annoying. Starts tomorrow. 28th. So the season ends tomorrow, right? Last 24 hours of the season, yes. So you're pretty sure you can be on multiple leaderboards at once. See, that's what I was thinking. It just seems weird, right? The leaderboards just seems weird. If you class change, you stay at that points range till you clear plus 20 runs. Yeah, but do you stay on your old? So for instance, if I'm a druid, I'm top of the leaderboard, I then transfer to necromancer, and I'm like, you know, I've got to complete 20 runs. Do I still at the end of the season, if I don't complete them 20 runs, get the rank 1 rewards? Take it the answer is yes. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought the answer would be. So annoying. couldn't get out of there quick enough. My God. Oh well, all good. Gotta get the sneaky kills in when I can, right? See? You gotta get the sneaky ones in. Look, get out of there. Lucky. Surgency R10 or Crimson at R4? That's a difficult one. Crimson is really good, but if you haven't got it at rank 10, then I'd probably go for Surgency. Yeah, it's exactly how I would play it. I thought it was Nora. I glanced up and see the name, see the entropy logo. Yeah, we're going to talk about that new gem soon. We'll do PvP and then I'll tell you about the new gem. What my thoughts are with the new gem. There's a lot of things you have to take in consideration when it comes to the new gem. New gem is a skip for you. Yeah, I would probably say And my initial thoughts are it should be probably a skip for most. Sadly. But I'll go into further details once we're done PvP. Then we'll talk about it. I'll probably will end up making a video on it as well. For patch. It's the acid I'm wanting. Maybe feed vipers to it. But it's going to do the same with pearls. Nah. Once I explain about the gem, from what I can gather just by reading it, it's not going to be a very good gem. So think about it. We'll talk a little bit about it now while we're waiting for this. But think about it, right? Just bring the new gem up here. So it prevents their use of skills for 4 seconds, yeah? So when it comes to everything like this, that's going to be strifed, right? Three more weeks for Paragon 1000. Yeah, not far away now. We're getting there with it. We'll soon have new essences for Druid, which I'm really looking forward to. Especially for this build, I'm really hoping there's going to be some good pieces for the healer build. We got it? We got it? No. I thought I was going to be able to book it, but... Been using the Sage missiles and pretty fun. Can get 10 Sage flying around you and then let them fire missiles. Yeah. I'm hoping there's going to be some really good essences when it comes to our next set. Just to bring Druid back, you know, like... I obviously don't think it's dead. I think it's a really good class because I've been playing it a shit ton, but a lot of people out there had such a negative experience. Like, to the point where they just completely shit on the class, right? Like, well and truly shit on the class. And it's just a shame because the class is really, really good. And it can only get better from here on out because we've only got 60 essences. Max, how's it go? I think it will become more potent depending on what essences they give us. I would like to see it give more of a, I don't know, what can they do to make it even more kind of potent? Because we've already got control, we've already got good heals. You know, maybe some sort of, you know, healing circle also does like some sort of debuff on the enemies to make them take more damage, or, you know, something along them lines that provides more support instead of more healing. Be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Make it mix with your actual potency with a, say, bigger area, and maybe burn the enemies. That would be kind of cool. Dispelling as well would be kind of cool. You could actually do that with the actual circle of healing then. You could do like enemies that are caught in your circle of healing are dispelled, maybe. Of all, like, all buffs are being all buffs are dispelled. Oh shit. That'd be a cool concept. Yeah, it's very viable, 100%. They do like to take things from other classes, don't they, and put them onto, you know, we'll look at the Necro, for instance, you know. It would be balanced. Yeah, I agree. I'm intrigued with what they could do with the Summon Oak Sages as well, though. Like, what else could they do with the Surging Stone? What else could they like? Because at the moment we don't use anything for Surging Stone. There's no real essence we use. So to make Surging Stone is the one that they're gonna change, right? They're gonna give us something for. So I reckon what they could do with Surging Stone is they could have a essence that not only does the stone knock them up, but as it knocks them up, it grabs someone and imprisons them. Oak Sage 100% has a lot of different directions. Maybe they could do like pillars on Negro, stone columns, or summoner stone fists from the sky. I think like having these shoot up, and then the vines, after the stone breaks, the vines grabs the person, you know, and locks them down for a number of seconds. So not only do they get the knock up, they also get like vined in place, right? Cheeky double kill. Rip. I couldn't get a hail out to him quick enough. It's claimed your spot. Had your name all over it. Wow. This match. What is the difference? Oh, wow. Okay. They're just being very lucky. They're holding us back very well. Considering. You're in a massive lobby. Yep. It's been a battle tonight, I tell you. Not been easy matches. But they've been fun. GG. GG. I had quite a few wins though. It started off terrible. Live forever at the end there, yeah, 100%. Everyone pushing the last 30 minutes before the season ends. It seems that way. What points am I at anyway? I'm already in a good place, top 4 to 10, so I'm happy with that. 1776. The video did pretty good there on the when I posted it. Was it yesterday or the day before I posted the video now? Can't even remember. Weekend's flown past. The thing that I find with the Druid videos at the moment is because all of the hate on Druid because they weren't OP when they first come out, it's definitely brought down the viewership and the search for Druid builds. But I think I'm still going to focus on putting builds out because I think even once Druid becomes a completely fleshed out class, they're going to be found. These builds will be found, so. What's gold get in PvP? We'll have a look when we finish. I can't remember what I get now. So I don't know what your comments has been like on some of your Druids, on your Druid video. But some of the ones I've had on my Druid video is like, this is a terrible class, you know, bad class. Free crests, yeah, you should always try and push to legend if you can. Yeah, and I think that's what's kind of, you know, caused an issue, isn't it? You know, with the Druid, because of the hype, and then the hype being a letdown because the Druid wasn't as OP as everyone was expecting because of how Tempest and everything was. People were like, "Yeah, this is not good." How's it going, man? Welcome on in. Everyone was shitting on Druid the first 2 days it was out and not giving it a chance. That is 100% true, Alex. I wouldn't say I've had negatives as such. It's just people saying like, you know, that the way the Druid currently is, which I agree with, you know, like some of the comments I have to agree with because we have only got the 60 essences, but a lot of people forget that we only have 60 essences. Yeah, I've had a lot of that as well. There's definitely been more of the, you know, thanks for the build, these are great builds, what are you using, what are you doing this for, you know. There's been a lot of good positive responses. It's just that every now and again you'll get one that's like terrible class. And they don't give it a chance to gonna go, well, it has only got 60 essences, and if it can do this with 60 essences, what's it gonna be like in 3 months time, you know? Because in 3 months time it could be, you know, in a much better place than it already is now. And we already know now the potential of the healing Druid. People are impatient. Yeah, that's the trouble. And I think that's the downside of only releasing a class with 60 essences, you know. I come over this side to live. Yeah, but that's because they're pure classes, right? With Blood Knight and Tempest, they are pure classes where Druid is hybrid. You know, the first hybrid class in the game. And like this healer build is unbelievable. If you can get the plays right and you get your team in the correct area, you can do tremendous things with this. But obviously this is this battle here is, you know, clearly an imbalanced battle. So you can't look at this battle and go, yeah, terrible class, terrible build. We all know that 60 essences isn't enough, that's for sure. Oh, 100%. We know that wizards are the main issue at the moment. A lot of people complain about the wizards, big time. And this actually just goes to show how, you know, good the wizards are, right? At this current meta. No, we beautiful underpowered. Yep. You heard it here, guys. Wizards are underpowered. It definitely is in need of a broader range of essences, but the fact is that other classes do have, especially wizards at the moment, a broken build, right? And we can see here. If they're not, a lot of people are going to be mad. If wizards are not nerfed next, people will be mad. They are unkillable. People are already mad, but you imagine if they don't get nerfed. Ramos, welcome in, man. Happy Sunday. How is Ramos? How's your weekend been? What feat did I get? Wow. Wiz is very killable. Buff Wiz. Chores in the eye. Nice. I say give Necros proximal fear back. Make Necros great again. Yes. Nerf wizard. And then rebirth proximal fear pants. Bring them back from the dead. A double nerf on Wiz. Just take one of their skills away. Where's my team? Where's my team? They left me. I thought they were diving with me. Can't leave your healer like that. Do you think Necro needs more summons and a bigger AoE effect? That'd be cool. I hope they don't nerf it before I finish out my build. Remove the stun and CC from Wiz completely. That'd be that'd be hilarious. Can you imagine the uproar? Firstly, I would like a pure 8 skellies would be epic. The trouble is they'd have to be all non-targetable summons, right? Because you want them to be good in PvP. And we know how summons are in PvP, right? If they've got a health bar. That's a terrible idea. How about they just give us diminishing returns? I'm gonna stay with Druid until we get the new essences, I think, and then we will kind of see how we feel there. But I will go back to Necro as well once the new essences are on, and we'll gather all them as well. And then after that, we'll probably go to another class. There's diminishing returns already. Come on, not really. It's not real diminishing returns, right? Like, you can be stunned multiple times by different players with the same spell. Doesn't work properly. Diminishing returns in this game is not how it should be. We know that for sure. And we are getting smashed apart here. Come on, Wing, let's go. You know, for me, diminishing returns means if I'm feared, then I should have a diminishing returns on me, so I cannot be feared again for a certain period of time by any character, by any enemy, right? That is true diminishing returns. Like, you're then immune for fears for a period of time. What if us Necros don't want you back? I'm sure people will be pleased to have the King of Necros back on Necro. Sorry, Wing. Couldn't hear you, man. Feel the betrayal to the tree huggers. The trouble is what I'm going to try and do with all the classes. Now I'm going to start going through them all over the next, say, 12. It will take me probably a good number of months to go over them all, right? Because I want to bring builds for every type of content. I want to do what I did for Necros for all classes, right? Figure out all different builds, not just like a couple of builds here and a couple of builds there. I want to learn the class inside out as quickly as I can, and then bring good builds to the class. That's a good word. And that heal on my girl, though. Wow. It's me dead. You Surgeon Stone knocked up a significantly higher res player like 8 times in a row. Doesn't that seem unfair? Like, where's the diminishing? There should definitely be a diminishing returns. No, diminishing returns just like they did in WoW. It's not, no, but should it be? That is another thing to consider, isn't it? Should it be? I personally think it should be. It should be considered. BSJ or R10 Insurgency. Depends what level your BSJ is, right? R2 BSJ. So we got in our own easy win battle. About time. No, we haven't spoke about it yet. We're going to do this battle and then we'll have a quick, we'll have a conversation about it. I'm going to do a video about it as well, I think, this week before it releases. My opinions on it before we even get to test it. Do you think these guys are getting annoyed with me yet? The unkillable Druid. That new gem, throw it out and don't even let it in game. We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that shortly. Are they even trying now? Nope. More unkillable Druid time. This is so just like toying with him. So bad. Oh, another win on the end there. .30 assists. I wonder if they were getting annoyed. I wonder if they were getting annoyed. They must have been getting annoyed. Literally just like dash, 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 dash all around them. It's just hilarious. Okay. So guys, so who's in there? who's in here anyway, we're going to talk about the new gem for a second. Because there's a lot of talk about it. I know Indez made a video earlier that I've still got to finish watching. He mentioned the new gem. I mean, he's excited for I think he said he's kind of excited for the new gem. But there's issues with the new gem, right? You know, so we've already got... Where's my crimsons? Let's just bring out crimsons a second. Because crimsons, we know, we don't care about it. We don't care about that message. Crimsons, we know, is a really good gem, right? So, activates you in response to your overall desire, granting you this there. Above 50% health, dealing damage grants you the Rebellious Wrath, increasing your damage done by 30% for 6 seconds. When taking damage below 50%, or when taking damage below 50% life, you then get reduced damage for 30% for 6 seconds. Now, this also does this fear, right? And we know this fear is really strong in PvP. And these buffs are really good in PvP. And they are all strifed, right? So we know legendary gems are strifed. The 6 seconds is pretty good. You know, obviously you're going to be strifed. That takes that down to what, 2.5 seconds? Roughly, is it? So with the new gem literally says 4 seconds. So with that being strifed, that's like, well, 1.5 seconds maybe. The gem is really not worth it because it's strifed. Literally. Unless they say that certain gems can't be strifed, but the strife buff literally says on legendary gems. So we know it affects every part of a legendary gem, right? So although this sounds quite cool and quite an interesting gem, you generate the 10 mana over 20 seconds, and upon reaching the mana, using a skill, consume all of it to play the card. If you're above 50% max life, 50% life, you'll play Ragnaros, and he's going to hurl a fireball to enemies. And if you're below, and it doesn't really say how much damage, right? If you're below 50% max life, it's going to be an acidic swamp ooze who spits acid at nearby enemies. But it could be buffed by barons. It could be, but it's still not going to increase it by that much. And the trouble is, with a lot of builds, are you just going to put on barons just for this one gem? Me and Spirits were having this conversation about the gem. And I think we concluded at rank 10, it lasts 4 seconds, but strife that'll bring that down to like 1 to 1.5 seconds. Which can be prolonged by barons and elixir for sure. But most of the time, it's going to mean that you're going to have to drop like Bifus out of a build, maybe. And when you compare this gem to Crimson, Crimson is always going to be better if you've got a rank 10. Yep. The trouble is, it sounds really good, right? On there, it sounds really good. And granted, we haven't had a chance to test this out. We're only going by what it says here. But it's going to be on a 20-second cooldown, right? Because we know for a fact that this is on a 20-second cooldown. And then a 60-second cooldown. So we can presume that both of these are going to be on a 20-second cooldown. I wouldn't have said that they would do one on a 20 and one on a 60. Like the Crimson, I would say they're both going to be 20. Because they're basically the same thing, right? Just that they have different things based on your health. But this gem just suddenly, as soon as strife hits it, becomes a bad gem. compared to what else we've got in the game already. That doesn't necessarily mean the gem is, you know, inherently bad. It just means that Crimson is great. Yeah, exactly there. Crimson is great because it's got a buff plus a CC effect. You know, there is just better alternatives than this. Now, if you're free to play and maybe you haven't got a Crimson, but you're playing the current, you know, currently, you wasn't playing when Crimson was out or Mornskull, you may want to level this and try it. I think for the majority of people, we won't be even interested in it because Crimson is just that good. And this is only a PvP gem, right? This is not going to be used in... Also, I wonder Bab's Demoralized Helm will just nullify it. Yeah, exactly. Or a DHCC break, Escape will break it as well. Exactly. You know, there is so many things to think about when it comes to this gem, and I don't think we should really get hyped for it at this moment in time. And also notices nearby enemies. Yes. So the way it reads, yeah, so if you're above 50%, play Ragnaros who hurls a fireball at nearby enemies. So that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to hit that enemy, right? It just says at nearby enemies. Or does that mean he's going to throw a fireball at each one of those nearby enemies? Who knows on that one? And then obviously this one as well, nearby enemies. So will that make the gem better? Maybe slightly. If it's all nearby enemies. So if you're suddenly in a group on an idol, for instance, then it may then silence all of them on that idol if you then go below, right? But it's only going to be for like 1 second, 1.5 seconds maybe. What can you really do in 1.5 seconds? Not much. Where Crimson, on the other hand, is a much better gem to have in. And even if you had this and Crimsons, I mean, would you want to have both? Would that synergy between the two be good? I mean, it may work in some builds. I'm unsure yet whether I will build it just to test it. Because you need 42 copies, right? To get it to rank 10, you need 42 copies. Rank 8 will probably do for testing, but I think rank 8, you only need 20. Sure, rank 8 is only 20 copies and the rest is going to rank 10, right? But on paper, as it reads at this moment in time, there is better gems in the game already. So if this... Yeah, rank 8 is probably fair enough. If that 4 seconds had said maybe 6 seconds or 8 seconds and then strifed, maybe 8 would have been too much. Maybe 6. Then the gem may have been better, but because it's going to be as low as like 1 second without barons, and then with barons, like, you know, it's just going to be reduced by so much, right? Now, without barons, it's going to be down to like 1.2 seconds. With Misery, it goes up to 1.4 seconds. Roughly. Barons. Gives you a watt buff. Just so we make sure we are putting in the right figures. Increases the duration of harmful effect by 30%. So then you've got, and it's not even calculated this way anyway, so you'd have to do it as a total. So you're going to be getting maybe 1.8 seconds. Maybe strived seconds will be 1.8 seconds. And that's as far as you can push it, really. You know, 1.8 seconds, because you've got 24 and 30, right? So yeah, it's literally 1.8 seconds. The max buff will be in a battleground. The max not buff, the maxed actual time that there'll be silence for or burning for. So literally it says 30% base damage for 4 seconds, but it's only going to be 30% damage for 1.8 seconds. And then this is going to be preventing the use of their skills for 1.8 seconds. Well, that's no time at all. It might as well not exist. That's the issue with this gem. Unless they state that this is unstriped, which they're not, you know. They're multiplicative, yeah, I agree. Yep. It'll be just under 2 seconds. So that is my opinions, and I believe Spirits' opinions on that gem at the moment in time. I'll do a video about it. And that'll come out. I'll most likely do the video tomorrow night. And we'll release it Tuesday, ready for when the gem comes out. My opinions of the gem before we get to test it. We've had some really good gems pop up. You know, like Crimson's really good. Really good. It's a shame it's not buffed by Bifus, but you know. What we got to complete? We got Verge to complete. We can carry on talking about the gem. If people have got other opinions. How many have I got to do? Wow. Slacking on these gems. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Don't get me wrong, this is a really interesting gem, and I like the sound of the gem. It's just that there is already better gems in the game, right? Like, much better gems in the game. It's not just like they're slightly better, they are just fundamentally a lot better. I always finally got their first 40 pearls, so I swapped their R2 Vipers for R1. They're going to see a major difference even with that. You would. Dario, what server I'm on? I'm on Pools of Wisdom. Yeah, I need full run. Let's go. When am I back as Necro? Most probably when we get the new essences sometime. It does feel like that with it way. I would agree. The new gem feels like a new gem just for the sake of the crossover. It is very Hearthstone, isn't it? You know, the gem is very Hearthstone. How is Liverman anyway? Long time no see. But the plan is, Liverman, that I'm going to do exactly for Druid like I did for Necro. As many builds as I can possibly think of. So I think the Druid community will appreciate it because it's been left. You know, so I think it's worth me doing that. Because I really like Druid. And then we'll go back to Necro. And we'll do more builds for Necro. And then after that, we will just see where the game takes us, right? I think there's going to be a lot of things going on in the next say few months. So BG season in States, so we'll be watching you more often. Yeah, 100%, man. I can't wait for the new season as a Druid. Necro is my love as well, man. I'm always going to be a Necro. My channel will always be Necro based. So any question anyone has about Necro, no matter what class I'm playing on, and I'm always going to be going straight back to Necro after a class change for a while, and then we'll go back to Necro for a few months. I'm not in no rush, you know. What's the rush, you know? But we've done the Necro builds. We've done like there must be 70 builds of them. Necro is like, yeah, it's always my go-to class. Always will be. But as I'm now a content creator, I may as well bring up other classes that I'm enjoying, right? And as there's going to be a lot going on over the next 6 months, maybe even a couple of months, really go and hammer all classes is something I'm going to have to focus on over the next, say, year. I think if I hadn't become a content creator, I would have just stayed Necro for good. But the Necro community has loved my builds, so why not try and do it for the Druid community as well, right? Bring the two together. They're two very, very interesting classes, that's for sure. The Necro and the Druid. Very complex classes when it comes to some of their builds. I don't stop to pick up anything. Nope. Just keep running. Do you stop to pick up everything, guy? Are you still getting your gear to 30? Okay. That is a grind. How close are you? I just pick up whatever my pet picks up and whatever I go over. That is it. I ain't gonna interested in stopping collecting stuff. You're at 27, so you've got above the part you need to get above. That's a good thing. You need to make sure you get above 26, right? Because then you've got as much as you can get on the reforged side of it. Jerome, hello, new player here. I started a little over a month ago, tried summon and tank on PvP, keeps getting annihilated, but having fun with the control build. Thanks for the content. You're very welcome. What class are you playing? Are you playing Necromancer, I take it? Necro, yes. Yeah, I gathered that. There's a lot of different builds you can play. I think as a new player, it's very... PvP, as a new player, is very difficult. Very difficult. What, are you max level? Got all the essences? Oh, beautiful. You have 6 loadout from my build, except I changed the bonuses for a bit of survivability. It's probably a good idea as a new player, to be honest. Not a bad idea at all. The main thing you want to focus on as a new player, you may have already gathered, is your secondary stats. Don't get fixated on resonance. Resonance is a scam. You gather resonance as and when you can. I wouldn't just focus on it. A lot of people do make that mistake. You love the fire explosion. I like doing this. That is beautiful, right? One of you guys got lucky Bold Hope drop, and I replaced the Natu followers with it. Nice. Pretty lucky then getting a BH drop. What star was it? Just 2-star? It does double dip with summons, yep. The only issue with Bold Hope is I'm one of these people that would say it's a good gem, but if you do a lot of partying up with people that also use Bottled Hope and they have a higher level Bottled Hope than yours, then it's not worth using, because their Bottled Hope will buff you and your summons, and that will double dip. So and if they've got a higher gem than yours, it will override yours every time. Rezo is for wings or big whales. Yep. So what is you just doing PvE? Rezo doesn't really matter, right? Oh, nice, nice. So one thing I tell people though when it comes to Bold Hope, on this build I'm using augments. I mean, you could use Grace in this build and it'd be totally fine. Yeah, exactly, Spears. Where was the boss going to spawn? Did anyone notice? Is it down bottom? Take it as down bottom. Yeah, nice. Can I sneak through or will I die? Probably going to die. Oh, they already got it. Nice. Oh, for easy farm, Bold Hope doesn't matter, right? I think I'm using Bold Hope on this build. Like, you could easily swap it in for someone else. Yeah, I am. But you could easily swap it in for... You could just put fucking Berserker's Eye on, right? Grandmaster Necro Druid Larf. Is that my new name? How's snipes? An R8 bell hit is really good gem. Probably gonna have to change the channel name. Now, I don't know if YouTube will allow that many characters. It's just going to be Grandmaster, Necro, Druid, Loroth UK. Can you imagine me introducing myself on videos? Hi guys, Grandmaster, Necro, Druid, Loroth here. Such a mouthful. That's what she said. Your familiar attacks the mobs and the gems does the rest. Yeah, 100%. Man, I just literally thought the game would crash then. Just black screen. How many you on? 28. Get in there. BG is closed and it's the end of the season as well. Yeah, snipes. It would be cool if they gave Seda an essence that allows their Light Strider summons to autocast like a Necro. Kind of cool. A snow wolf or a polar bear. Hit 2k lead. Ain't got time for hanging around. You prefer ice essences to fire? That'd be kind of cool. I think as a druid though, right? As a druid, I think fire is more suited than ice, right? But I suppose you could. You know, Necros have lightning summons. I was in top 10, man. It's because everyone left Druid. He might go that way. Yeah, he's going to do good. Try and get there. You might as well. Getting to legend is always worth it. The earlier you get it on in the season, the better as well, because then you can just chill. And it's much easier to get it earlier on in the season instead of grinding out, right? Yeah, that is my thoughts as well there, guy. That'd be kind of like what they should focus on, possibly. That is official DI history. Top 10 Druid. Need to put that on my CV, man. What do you do in your personal life? Well, I am the top 10 Druid. And King Necro. Definitely, man. Name. It's just name at the top of the CV. Grandmaster Necro Druid Laugh UK. Location. Sanctuary. Occupation. Slayer of Demons. Current occupation, Slayer of Demons. Yeah. You hope to become a Grandmaster Druid player someday, but you already play Demon Hunter. Well, there's a problem there. It's the only class where I can deal damage with only 1289 res. Yeah, that totally does, Ramos. Totally does. Be such a good good CV though, or resume. Previous roles. I was a paladin in World of Warcraft. Tanking all of the monsters. I had all of the titles in the game. And so many elites on this one. That's what we want. You just gotta have 3. Then your actual work history. Yeah, just be like, these are the important 2. Now, would you like to see the 3rd one, which is not so important? These first 2 have got all my skills. All the skills I need, they're in these 2. Exactly. I think most places you'd go with that and they'd be like, welcome to the company. Grandmaster Necro Druid. How much would you like to be paid? No need for the interview, you're hired. They have no idea, Snipes. They have no idea. They missed out, man. That's a bold strategy. I've known actual people like that, like clan leaders, guild leaders, you know, community leaders for games, to put them actually in their CVs, because the skills that it takes to run some of these like big clans and guilds in some of these games that are around, you actually do need good people skills, right? So we make a joke about it, but some of the skills we get from when it comes to communicating to people over the internet and running clans and guilds can actually be used in real life. It's a leadership skill, exactly. Oh, look at these. They're lined up. Nice. Snipes just literally put on the on his CV. If you want to see who I am, Google my name. CV complete. Enough was said. How many more have I got to go? Loads, I think. Oh, not too bad. We're 48 now. I am Diablo. Nice. Enough said. Hopefully Blizzard will figure it out. They might. Oh, they're lined up. Big stack of them. Oh, look at all those over there as well. Beautiful. It's just elites everywhere. Them ones will do. We'll go back around here and get this big pile. Look at these. Snipes. Still getting them subs. #1 player in the world. You are Diablo Immortal. Everyone knows who Surgical Snipes is though, right? It's just brilliant. Every server knows who Snipes is. Oh, another match with tons of elites. This is what we want. Maps with loads of elites. Keep them coming. Oh, we've got a couple of packs here. Nice. You've been away for the game for 2 months, man. That's mad. 2 months. How close are we? Oh, a couple of runs. Never know, guys. This week, we may hit 6k subs. May do. You hope to return in August, September. Just say that you are Diablo. I think you'd have to change your name though. If you change your name, you might get into some of the clans, man. The issue is now you've got a name for yourself, right? Oh, look at them elites. It's just a beautiful sight. The one more now. Shit went down, Snipes. Shit went down, man. No, Dario, you don't need to kill the boss. You can just, once you get 2,000 points, just leave. That's the max number of gems. Saves you a lot of time over the course of trying to cap your gems out. You joined Warsong for a while and they kicked you they kicked you out. Rax, how's it going, man? How's things, buddy? Farming since last night. How's the farming been going, man? Getting things ready to go to your uncle's funeral this Friday. Hope everything goes all right, man. I think that's me capped. Yep. Lovely. Right, I think we've got, if I remember rightly, I always, man, you know me. It's always a Sunday Verge. Sunday night is Verge, right? And I think I've got 5 of these left to do. I think it's 5. Can we do 5 in half an hour? Maybe. Welcome on in there. How's things? Is it 5? Oh, 6. 6. Oh my god. I got so many kind of like video ideas that I've been putting down on paper the last few days. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 videos that are not even build guides. Whether we get around to doing them all, who knows, but the wife can't make up her mind on what she wants for dinner. Ooh, that's a difficult decision. Can I show my gears? Sure, man. This is the farm build. This is the gear. What's the choices, Oprax? Is there like a choice on what to have? There may be dead slots in that build. There's definitely dead slots in this build, so once I get another phone and I raise a Kishi, I will send my Kuma application. I hope to be able to join the clan and hang out with the iBrother Lorth. It is sad that there's still dead slots, but that means that there's room then for other things to come, right? That's how you gotta look at it. If the build works great with dead slots, imagine what it would be like when you get some extra slots to make the build better. she wants steak and mashed potatoes, but where, I don't know. Or am I cooking, Lord? Tough choices. Decisions. But we had food out today because we went to the cinema first thing this morning and watched the new Fantastic Four movie. There is on my list for Druid. For Druid, I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 videos that I want to do. Potentially. They're on the list anyway. They're always on the list, but you know what my work life is like. Like this week I'm working Monday to Friday this week. 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. Then I still want to spend some time with obviously my girlfriend, partner. So we like to just chill out in the mornings when we're on late. She's off tomorrow. So we'll be chilling in the morning. So I won't make any videos tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow evening that I'll probably make a video when I do come onto the game. Maybe I can get 2 done. But we'll see. How was it? Better than the original? Oh, this one was really, really good. Really good. It settles quite well into the plan for phase 6 of the MCU, so... Am I in the POW server? Yes, I am. Most active server in EU. It's probably one of. The good thing about it is a solo server that's not been merged or anything yet. I say yet. Hopefully it's not going to be, but... Nice, legendary and a terror essence. What we want? This build on Verge is awesome. I was just doing Verge. It works very well. As a farm build in general, this build does very well in most situations. It's a very strong farm build. Just works. I wish there was a good essence for Surging Stone, other than one that just increases the cost and does damage. You know, because I don't think we use it in this one, do we? No, we use the Lightning Drape for Summon Oak Sage, but we don't use it, so dead slot. Just so many dead slots at the moment. Hopefully that will rectify itself in the next up-and-coming essence releases. One run done. You wonder if they're ever going to just make a PvP server? I don't think they will on the China, yeah, but I don't think for us lot. I just don't think that'd be something they do. Keys, for example, actually believes he's the Demon Hunter King. It's so funny. I think people do, like, when it comes to me as Necro, they just kind of do see me as like the Necro guy, right? They know that Lorif has got 70 odd videos of just Necro. Been a Necro for a long time, yeah, since release. This is the first class change, so. But I'm going to treat it the same as what I did in Necro. Do all of the builds I can possibly think of. I think that's the best way to do the channel, right? And then go back to Necro, see what builds have changed, do updated builds, and then once we've done those, move on to someone else and do new builds. Gives me a chance to farm stuff when it comes to the mystery legendary stuff as well. So we can always open them on new classes, right? You've seen the necro builds and they're just crazy. I did a lot of them. I like to think out of the box as well when it comes to builds, right? Like some of the non-meta builds are quite fun to play. Like the Rhino builds are quite nice on necro. They just didn't... If they'd have moved at top movement speed, it would have been a much better build. But the road I took with necro was just literally doing every build I could possibly think of for every different game mode you can possibly think of, right? So Wild Brawl, Conqueror, you know, Trial, everything. And I think that's how we have to treat every class. As a creator, we should be bringing builds for everything, you know. Learn the class inside and out. Spend a couple of months on a class, you know, really learning the class. Oh yeah, I don't know why they originally changed the Rhino. Such a shame. Made an old necro build. Hopefully sometimes that you can watch it. It got more views. The trouble is things like necro will always get probably a lot more views because of the type of class it is, and same with this. You know, Druid will be a big class once it's got all the essences in it. You know, imagine this with 120 essences. Double the amount of essences, you know, double the amount of type of builds you can build. The build diversity becomes just much more broader, so you can actually build proper builds when it comes to transformations or non-transformation builds. And this class is going to be complex. I've said it before and I stick by it. So necro has its complexities for sure, but I think even Druid is going to surpass that, which is why it makes it a very interesting class. All the way back down the other bloody end. Typical. Typical. Now, I think what I'm going to do next month with my videos, guys, is definitely try and get like a schedule going so I can at least release two a week is what my aim is. But sometimes it's going to be more than that due to patch notes and stuff. So hopefully we can get settled into maybe 3 a week. But we definitely want to be releasing 2 a week at a minimum. And just get into that routine of doing it. Your clan just made top 10 RE tonight. Nice. I would say they are starting to pay a bit more attention to Diablo 4 again. You know, the creators over there definitely seem to be saying there's a lot more going on now. I played Diablo 4 when it first came out. I took a break from DI for a couple of months, and it just didn't live up to what I wanted from a game. I don't need a gold play button, man. I just want a community that follows and, you know, to be able to provide interesting content for people that play the games. As long as people are enjoying the content, that's all I care about. I'm a very chilled guy, as most of you know, so. Because DI makes more money? It probably does because of the microtransactions, right? Probably have to be playing D2 or D4 for a chance at the gold play button for sure silver. Trouble is, it's not about... The thing is with YouTube, and I think we've had this discussion before, is if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then you'll burn out. And what I mean about the wrong reasons, if you're doing it to make money, a lot of money, then especially in games, you're gonna be burnt out. You've got to do it to enjoy it. Build a community. If I weren't streaming and making content, what would be my choice of game? I've always been into ARPGs, so I think when it comes to, you know, games that I've always liked, I've always liked, like, WoW. I played that for 10 plus years. I'm heavily into Pokemon, you know. I like playing Pokemon games. But I'm one of these guys that, or one of these type of people that I will fixate on one game. I can't play like 5 different games at once. That just drives me mad. I don't mean Pokemon card games. No, I mean like the actual console games. I was into Pokemon Go for a long time. And then COVID happened, and then I got back into WoW for a bit, and then DI and D4 were around, so that's kind of how it happened. I've always been into a game that's all about like making your character stronger, better, faster, whatever you want to call it, you know. That's what I've always been into. Whether that be multiplayer or solo, you know, that's my style of game. I think multiplayer is better, right? Because you get to build that community with a multiplayer game. Better than you do just a single player game. And the one thing I'm trying to do is not burn out when it comes to playing the game, creating content, because I still want to enjoy the game. But I also still want to be able to bring good content, chilled content, where people can come and just chill out and chat and not feel pressured into, you know, donating or becoming members. You know, people will do that if they want to do that, and if they don't, then they don't. It is what it is. If I make a bit of money from YouTube each month, then great. If I don't, then I don't. It's about the community. How's it going, Havoc? I just wanted to take a different approach, and I think Havoc's been in when I've said this before, you know, a different approach when it comes to, you know, what YouTube is about. Don't get me wrong, we've all done that search on Google, haven't we? How to make more money. How to make money online. Everyone's done it. Relaxing, brother. Worked in 89 hours, man. You must be knackered, man. That is a lot of hours. The exact opposite to Indez's strategy. I think Indez has got a good strategy. He builds his community how he likes to build his. And, you know, as you all guys know, like, I do follow Indez, chat with Indez. I think he's a great guy. He has his way of doing. I have my way of doing. You can do terrorists. You can do anything with anyone in the game. Terrorists can be done in a group. You should always do stuff in a group as much as you can so you can make sure you get your gems, daily gem cap, which I've done now, so I can just do these solo while just chatting. Yeah, that's my kind of way that I deal with my YouTube stuff. I'm not gonna pressure. I'm not gonna do class auctions. You know, I'm not gonna do any of that because I know how difficult it can be out there for people when it comes to, you know, cost of living and all of that. You know, there's you just don't know who you're talking to in your streams. It could be someone that's, you know, hard up. You know, but anyone in my stream can come in and just chat, chill, do whatever they please. That's how I take it. Oh man, didn't realize it was the last one. You prefer me, Keys, and I think they're very similar, aren't they, when it comes to just chilling? I know, Mao is. I've been in plenty of his streams, and he's just very chill. I think it just must be a Brit thing, right? Must just us Brits must be just really chilled. Great chill streams while I play on my own. Exactly. People want to be honest. People want to watch a stream while they're chilling, playing the game themselves, and I think that is exactly what I used to do. You know, before I was doing this for you guys. You know, just chilling with you guys. I would have, even with WoW. You know, back in the day with WoW, like I'd be watching someone play it while I'm playing it. Whether that be Towley or Asmongold when he played it, or, you know, whoever else was playing. And same with D3 when I was playing Diablo 3. I'd be watching Quinn, or I'd be watching Bloodshed. You know, there were so many people that I used to just watch while playing Diablo. And yeah, it's now the reversed role, right? I'm chilling, streaming, making content. Just the way I want it to be. No, I don't worry about people like the numbers on the stream, for instance. You know, if I get 10 viewers, 20 viewers, 40 viewers, 100 viewers, doesn't matter to me, because whatever it is, you guys are coming to watch, and I appreciate it. I think people are always quite surprised though when they first come and join the stream, or they see my videos and they're just like, man, this guy is super chilled. What's up? It's just a different approach, isn't it? You like watching because it's just chill. I think that's what most people say, and I'm glad. I think we've said this before as well. I know we get new people come into the stream every time I stream, right? But when it comes to before I streamed, and I was like creating the videos already, I was like, do I stream? Am I just too much of a chilled guy to stream? And I just think it is what it is. Just get on with it. Just do it. Now I don't even think about kind of anything. I just come on, put the stream on, start playing. If only one person turns up, then one person is watching. Who cares? A massive sensory overload, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like going into Indez's stream, and it's all like loud, and you know, especially when he's doing like class auctions. I think they are good fun for the community to do, but that fits his community, right? You go on the TV, main TV, phones, yeah. I've seen it in your picture with your dog asleep the other week. You went to change curse purification to my items and doesn't let me do it. Depends if the items doesn't all items have cursed properties now? How can I get a lot of gold the best way? Well, if you're talking about in-game gold, then you just gotta play. Do AFK farming or do the vault when the vault is on. Vaults will always get you a lot of money. A lot of gold. If you're talking about in real life, then don't answer me that one. I'm not a specialist. The open world for gold is always the way, right? What am I sitting at? 40 million. I hardly drop below 30 million ever. Indus does his stream his own way. Exactly. Every content creator's got their own way, their own community, you know, their own way of doing things. I'm not the type of guy that was like all hype and get in your face and, you know, jump and scream around, but some people are. And that's fine as well. Everyone has their own way of doing stuff. And the more I do YouTube and content creation, the more I realize that. Everyone has their own way. You just need to build your own way of doing it, and people will like you for you. He's just a little too spicy for you. Oh yeah, you vanquish a paragon for gold. Yeah, 100%. If you need gold, you need to have vanquish a paragon, right? Every streamer is a different person that plays the eye, but not all of us content creators do streaming as well, right? There's only a few of us that do stream. Oh, 100% Nora. The energy and the and everything from Indez is great. For the community is a real kind of like hype for the game, and I think that's great. I just have a different way of approaching the hype. Oh, Orf cracks me up. He's a great guy. Like, his Olympics for the Druid was just hilarious. How many we done? Oh, it's ended. Like, we're on 8. 2 more to go, and then we're done for the night. So you get me for a little bit longer while we're doing these today. Normally I would have ended the stream 10 minutes ago, but I need to get them done, and I've not got to be up early in the morning, so I don't know if anyone actually listened to the words of his intros. They are really good. Orif's videos are great. His videos are so informative as well, right? And his outro is really good. His songs are hilarious. I just like the kind of the way he's doing his content recently. So good. But then that comes with practice, right? Comes with practice and comes over time. Like, even me, my videos have changed, right? They're different from what they were when I first started releasing the end of last year. I won't be playing in the morning. Even with a new BG season, I won't be playing in them. I don't worry about stuff like that. I don't get stressed about being up straight away. Oh, wow. Don't know if I can say that on stream. I'll be legend within possibly 7 days anyway, I should expect. I BG a lot because obviously streaming. BGs and streams go hand in hand, right? And then a wind down with PvE later on in the stream, just like we do. And I think that's a great way of doing a stream. You do enough to cover your 12%, yeah. Clan requirement for us being legend. I would agree. It's a good requirement to have. Everyone should be legend if they're in a competitive clan. You still haven't done legend in a BG. Man, you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on so many normal gems. You're missing out on so many crests as well every season. You forgot to subscribe. That's all right, man. It's all good. We're at 58.33 now. 5,833 subs. It's crazy. That is crazy considering what? I think it was November last year. I had like 25 subs. Your Druid video blasted. You're still at the beginning of your journey. You're still at the beginning of your journey. You know, your journey, you know, depending on how you want to go down it, you can definitely, you know, scale that up and do build guides for different classes. There's room for other content creators to do that. Every content creator has their own take on the way they do their builds. Another in the works. Nice. And the thing is, like, when it comes to us creators, you see someone else put a build out, and you've been maybe working on a similar build yourself, and then you're like, well, I'll have a look at their build and come up with some other ideas. You know, ideas are good. And then what you can do is like we did. You brought out that build, I left it a little while, and then released it myself. Give you a plug. Jobs are good. Especially with new classes, right? New classes and new essences. Working out the builds can be quite difficult sometimes. Especially for a new class, more than just new essences. Yeah, you have to credit. It's always a good idea to credit, because other people will credit you if it was the other way around, so. Oh, I've had Indes credits, I've had Mal credits, I've had VK credits. I think from Risha as well. From most of them, I think. We're friended already. Wow. That was quick. So quick, anyway. In his Discord. Nice. Gonna make a lasagna tomorrow. Very nice. I haven't made lasagna in a very long time. Everyone and their grandma gets fed. Feed the whole street. We've got one more to do. Nice. Question I'm going to ask people that are in the stream now then. What's everyone's opinion on class affixed gear? And the question I'm going to ask is, should we be able to put it onto any piece of gear now? Or should we only be able to acquire it from Terra Rifts? I would say it needs to transfer of essences. That would be a cool idea. I was thinking about this yesterday when I was just thinking about different kind of video ideas, right? You can, but my question will be like, if I'm doing a dungeon or legendary drops, that should be able to be a class of fixed gear, right? I just think that now we should be able to get class of fixes from anywhere in the game. I think now is a good time for it to be game wide, right? So then you're not locked into it just being craftable and in TRs. I'm glad everyone else's opinion from that is the same as mine. TRs that we all rush to do on a Sunday. Yeah, I like TRs, and I think TRs have their place. I think TRs should have maybe an increased chance to drop class of fixed gear, but class of fixed gear can also drop in the world, right? Or what about this? What about this? Once you've completed your 10 TRs for the week, you have a chance for class of fixed gear to drop anywhere else in the game. So then you're still forced to do your TRs. It doesn't delete them from being obsolete in the game, but it actually opens up a buff that you get for then class of fixed gear to be accessed in the world. That would be a good way around it, because we don't want them to die like Hidden Lairs did, right? Or Codex, yeah. That is good that they did it that way. I agree. I think there should be an incentive for it. Okay, interesting. I need to write that idea down. Okay. I think it would fundamentally make the game better, right? Like, that would be a massive improvement. I just think anywhere in general, I think if you've done your 10 TRs for the week, then you gain a buff. I think there's already incentive to do Verge and Airband though, right? The incentive is that you're going to gain your weekly gems. That incentive is enough for people to do them every single week. You know, I think that's a good enough incentive. I think, yeah. I'm just thinking of the way that they can incentivize stuff, like hidden layers, right? How about this? Hidden layers, no one does them anymore. So, what did we used to all do them for? We used to just do them for collecting our daily gems and our weekly gems, right? So, now hidden layers are obsolete. So to bring hidden layers back, I would make them not spawn as frequently. Alright, not spawn as frequently. But inside the hidden layers that do spawn, I would say have echo crystals drop. And allow us to be able to get echo crystals per week, like maybe 5. You have a hidden layer hunter who's 24/7. Yeah, that would be the only trouble with that idea, I suppose. It's just the way my mind thinks about different things that's kind of lacking in the game now, right? Or even our free gem drops. I mean, you could do like, yeah, you could do that. Hidden layers are very rare things that open. Maybe they could do it for something like, yeah, I think they need to use what's already in the game. Instead of bringing something new to the game, use something that's already there and adapt on it, right? Because hidden layers are there. They spawn all the time. So why not build on it? I know, and that's kind of like the way this is thinking at the moment. Just a little bit of an insight there. I'm kind of where I'm going with what I'm kind of thinking about doing and ideas and shit, right? Just the way my brain thinks about stuff in the game. Early ideas. It's a great idea. I mean, we get 12 times 7 plus 24 weekly unbound, so it's a lot of gems. Yeah. Oh, one other thing, Spirus. I didn't know if you know this or not. I wasn't aware of it until a few days ago. This buff. Apparently, someone has told me, and I haven't checked it out yet. But if you've got that on, and you use Rabid Might, the damage done increases on your party members as well. Have you tried it? Can you confirm it? Yeah. Oh, you haven't tried it then. I haven't confirmed it, but I've been told it does. So I need to, I want to see if that is legit or not. Get a confirmation tomorrow. Yeah, I thought I'd just let you know about that. I was told a few days ago. Wrong button. I've got lots of projects, man. Loads of, like I say, I've got on my list so far that I've been writing for a little while. There is, yeah, just game related ideas when it comes to videos. I won't say what they are, but this is non-class builds, you know, not just based on each class, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 ideas. Yeah, 18 different videos that I want to do based on just some random thoughts that I have. And that is just, you know, I suppose me becoming a proper creator, right? I think that's probably going to be the best way to test it, Spirus. I agree with the BG one though, you said a minute ago. BG's being open at more times. Like, I think personally what they need to do when it comes to Battlegrounds, now Convoy's been in for a while, it's just, you have one button, you press it, and you go into a Battleground. It can be either Battleground, doesn't matter what time of day, or what actual period of time the Battleground's running. You know, you go into either battle. Doesn't matter, you just randomized in. Just like a random dungeon, random Battleground. And I think they should just do them from like 12 PM until midnight, right? Just do them for 12 hours a day. 12 till 12, maybe something like that. Rando BGs. It should be by now. Like, Convoy's been out long enough for us to know that it's a good map. We like it. But let's have it so it's randomized. It would be much, much better. Looking good though. We got like coming on for 30 crests already. 6k orbs sitting there. Duo Battle Mage Druid is amazing. You'd get a lot of bot matches, but you do it at the start of a season anyway. So they're just, you know, they're just ideas that I'm gonna potentially base into videos, seeing what the community thinks and see if that spikes interest, right? And that's what it's all about, I think, spiking people's interest to get people talking about something that could be in the game or things that they could do to the game. I think that's how we need to go forward, with not just me going onto Reddit being like, oh, today this person complained about this and this person complained about that. I want to kind of spike interest. That's kind of where I want to take the channel when it comes to not class, just builds, which I think is a good way of doing it. But guys, it's 1 AM. I am calling it there for the night. We've got pretty much everything I wanted to do finished, right? Didn't do any dungeons, but we're capped. Capped is good. You know, we're capped. We get a new battle pass this week, so you can go ahead and claim all these tomorrow, which is all gonna be good. We're getting closer to 1,000. We know we're gonna have new essences coming up soon. I'll sort all this shit out tomorrow. It's been a wonderful evening. And you'll get further attention of the community manager for your content to become a partner. Indeed, indeed. I do have a lot of great ideas, for sure. It's just having the time to put them, you know, into a video, right? But a lot of these videos can just be done whenever, so enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm probably just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna probably watch them on the iPad before I go to sleep. Maybe have an hour watching something. My evening kind of ritual before I go to bed, no matter what the time is. Put something on like Netflix or something, who knows. Great stream as usual. Cheers, guys. We're streaming again on Wednesday. Watch out for the videos this week. Definitely going to get some more Druid build guides and other videos going on. Hopefully we'll get some other news throughout the week about a few other things. Who knows? So, guys, till Wednesday, have a good start of your week. We'll see you on Hump Day. Cheers, guys.